And so internally, now it's our job to, one, go out and get information, to reach out to every relationship that we have. And we're just trying to figure out as much information we can to make sure that we give our child the best opportunity to be, her best self.
Back in February 2020, Dwayne Wade told Ellen what the experience has been like since his 12-year-old daughter became Zaya. Now, her identity had been apparent for years, but she was finally ready to be her.
First, Zion, everybody, I don't know if everyone knows, originally named Zion. Zion born as a boy, came home and said, hey, I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya.
Boosie BadAzz, who I'd never heard of before this situation, had a problem with that level of acceptance.
Dwayne Wade, you gone too f***ing far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16 and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro.
There was some back and forth. I'm only doing highlights here to move this along. But then in October that same year, Boosie had this to say on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
I apologize to Dwayne Wade. I meant what I said, but I shouldn't have said this shit about your child.
So Boosie does make a separation there. Like, he's still transphobic, but he is apologetic that he shouldn't have said something publicly about someone else's child. Now, in 2021, that was a non-issue when it came to his attack on Lil Nas X. Boosie had no problem showing his homophobia towards the Grammy winner in social media rants that I'm just not going to repeat because it's not worth repeating that kind of hate. So then, that November 2021, Gabrielle Union does a talk with Live Talks Los Angeles. Flash forward a year, somehow this clip of Gabrielle saying that Zaya is thriving has somehow gone viral in December 2022.
So far, so good, Sorry, Boosie. He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is, very
It's
much so.
almost like thou doth protest too much, little Booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of dick on your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
For free, rent free.
Like, what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
Okay, Boosie saw that in December 2022, and he's tweeted today, LOL, the whole world know I love women, and the world know your husband love D. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with that dildo and wait on a script, you little white girl. Next tweet. Woman, you better leave me alone. How dare you challenge a ghetto hero's manhood? You wrong, shake my head. I don't have the time for this. I'm trying to have peace in my life and stay alive. And yeah, I don't have time for Boosie. I'm already kind of annoyed of how much time and energy he's taken out of my morning, this Monday morning. So yeah, I really don't have time for homophobes. Now, Gabrielle and Dwayne have been amazing publicly in dealing with accepting their transgender child. It's no secret that seeing images and being exposed to those who aren't like yourself is going to make you more accepting of other. And the two of them have been a stellar image to fight against transphobia. That being said, Gabrielle's comment here, now granted, Boosie's transfixion on famous people in the LGBTQ community for sure could be analyzed by a psychologist. But Gabrielle suggesting that he might be gay is meant to be an insult. That's why she's saying it. It's meant to be a diss, and I've always hated that because then the overall connotation is that being gay is something you don't want to be, so if you're called that, that's an insult or a negative thing. So no, it's not a negative thing to be gay, and that's why I don't like Gabrielle, saying it in that context, because it's meant to be a bad thing, something you don't want to be. So that's what I have to say. What do you got to say?